Hi everyone, I'm very happy to be here. Happy 2026 is a bit too late in the year, but welcome. I'm Cynthia, and today I'm gonna speak about my 2026 Make 9. It's a bit too late in January, it's the end of January, because didn't have much the time or even the mental strength to put myself here in front of the camera, because really at the beginning of the year I got into a small accident, and I had some scars here. You can still see. Everything is fine. I'm not gonna speak about it, but yes, I am looking a bit different. I've been trying to adapt myself and to be mentally prepared to meet new people, to even get back to normality. And indeed was mostly because the first weeks I could not even open the mouth fully, speak. I had the stitches, so I took some weeks off from work, and these past 2 weeks I've been working from home. But now everything needs to get back to normality. I'm starting again from February. Everything will come back as like business as usual. The scars, they're gonna be visible for some other months, but I hope that, I think after the summer, September, October, or even the beginning of next year, is gonna smoothen a bit. But let's not focus on that. I want to be positive and to speak about something that is much more joyful, because I had already adapted with my plans for this like the near future mostly. Knitting wise, I have many things that I'm planning to do. I have this year I would like that my knitting and my life in general is joyful. I want to be positive, and I want to share also this process of making or being trying to make everything good in life, try to grow and accomplish the objectives, and one of course my objective is being here finally, and to stuck on YouTube. What I'm planning to do and to make for next year. So the main plan is to knit something very colorful. I have many patterns. I've chosen 9. Indeed, they are 8, but one is kind of a mashup of pattern. I will explain you at the end of the video. But first of all, my first pattern is the picnic cardigan by Veronica Lindbergh. As soon as I saw it, okay, this needs to be mine. I think, no, I've knitted already 2 cardigans in the past. One with the I-cord edge, and one didn't have any, like was just open, didn't have any bottom band. But this one with the I-cord ties I like it a lot. I will be very, very happy. I like the color in which Veronica Lindberg Kutova knitted it, so I'm planning to recreate the same look. I like this vibrant blue. I like it a lot. I will this year make some basic staple knits, and one of it will be the Lakes pullover by Osetta. The plan, I think, is to make it in black or in a dark gray. I like mostly on this pattern that has this saddle shoulder detail, and I like that is kind of like it's stunning as a layering piece, is stunning by itself, and doesn't need much to elevate your look. Like you just throw this on and your look is already at another level, maybe with some earrings that can give a bit of sparkle, but that's mostly the plan. And continuing with my kind of basic staple knits, what I would like to make is another cumulus blouse, long sleeve. I've knitted already a cumulus blouse some years ago, but in a cotton blend. Didn't wear it much, mostly because I think I did something with the dye lot, so there were two different dye lots, and you could have seen visibly the difference between one and the other. I had planned in the beginning to dye it in another color, but then I decided not to do it. So the plan is to make it another one. I like the look of this picture. I've taken a screenshot from a lady that I'm from a girl that I'm following on Instagram. I will put the handle. She's a beautiful knitter, and she also bakes. I like her profile, her style a lot, and I like how she made this cumulus blouse. I like the purple, and I think she used 2 strands of mohair. I will repeat the same exact look. And still another basic knit is gonna be the Stockholm sweater v-neck, also by Petit Knit. I like v-neck structure. I like to I think last year and I think for last 2 years I've knitted mostly high neck sweaters, and now I would like to have kind of more breathable knits. I like also to style them with shirts, and even with these basic white or black t-shirts. So t-shirt or long sleeve shirt. So the plan is to make, I think, is kind of a piece that always fits in the wardrobe, and I've been missing a simple v-neck sweater. Then some weeks ago, I think I was watching some knitter on YouTube, some knitting podcast, and I found a girl that knitted the Bipu blouse. Wow, amazing. Is a design by Ego Knit. It is stunning. I like the mostly the color, how is it structured. I like the openness. I like that is similar to a blouse, but not fully. I like the construction, and I like also how she described it. I will read it. She says, "Bipo is the South Korean slang word for friendship, which is an apt description of Bipo blouse, a friend for life." And honestly, really, wow. I like the look. I like I think, I don't know, I think this is kind of a piece that is missing in my wardrobe. Even if it looks kind of easy because will be all mostly all stockinette, but it has, like, I like the fact that you can be still wearing simple things, but that these things or these these pieces kind of elevate a bit your look. You can add little touches and the definition is completely different. Another one that I'm gonna knit, mostly because I'm planning to knit more color work sweaters or color work socks. I would like to push myself into new techniques, new skills, try to embrace the feeling. I like a lot, as I said, I would like that this year is gonna be joyful, positive, and rich in colors, and of course, what the best, like what to do more than knitting a color work sweater. So the plan is knitting the Norma sweater, and also I think at the end of the year kind of a Christmas sweater. I'm already imagining something for the future, but anyhow, the Norma sweater by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I think I don't have to say much, everyone has knitted it. I like kind of the look, the fit, I think, because I've seen many knitters that have modified the pattern, so to have kind of a shorter neck, because the mock neck is very high, maybe to shorten it a bit. And also I think many of the knitters have done one repetition for the body, one less repetition for the body. So I'm thinking to replicate the same modifications, and I will try to knit another piece that everyone has knitted or has tried to knit, because for this pattern there's a love-hate relationship. This is the Ranunculus by Midori Rose, and it's another piece that I've always seen many knitters have knitted in many blends. So if it's cotton, if it's wool, if it's mohair, whatever, everyone has knitted it, and I didn't. I was a bit intimidated by the pattern, by the fact that many things were going on. I said, okay, 2026, here I am, and I will be knitting my first ranunculus, and then I'm gonna say and have my opinion about it, if I'm gonna love it or will be a hate relationship with this pattern. And we are up to the last two patterns. One is gonna be a summer garment, T01 by Pippa Knit is a camisole, ribbed camisole. I like the look, I like the fact that it's bra friendly, I like that the pattern requires for a bamboo blend. I don't know if I'm gonna knit in bamboo or in cotton, but they are kind of similar, but they are plant-based. It's a plant-based material because honestly I hate wearing mix of cotton and wool or wool in spring summer, because summer is warm. Even last year I spent the summer in the Netherlands, and the Netherlands were warm. I refuse to wear wool in the summer. Even in spring, sometimes you can put a throw-on sweater. Yes, a wool is sweater because maybe in the evening is very cold, whatever. But this kind of camisole that are made half, sorry to say, cotton merino, no, for me is a no. So I like it. I like it that indeed it requires a bamboo blend, and I kind of like the structure, the openness, and the ribbed details here, how it is structured. And this year I'm gonna make up for myself knitting a Weasley sweater. Last year the plan was to knit a sweater for Christmas, a Weasley sweater for Christmas. I started on the 15th of December. How is it possible to knit a full sweater? By the 25th, in 10 days. I was working full-time. I was in Italy, so was meeting friends, dinners, spending time with my family. I didn't have much time, so I think I knitted only like the yoke, I think around my bust area, but nothing. And now I'm in the process of finishing it. So this is it. I used to make my Weasley sweater the melange sweater pattern. This is not really the exact look that the Weasley sweater should have, because of course there's two my kind of major issues. This is kind of more a bit fitted than the Weasley sweater, and also the neckline is too structured. The collar of the Weasley sweater is open, doesn't have much detail on that, but I still liked it. I said, okay, even though it's not the exact look that the Weasley sweater would have, at least we'll kind of remember of it, remember in the color. Also for the color, I had a lot of problems in finding a yarn that was 100% yarn that had speckles in it, because most of the yarns that were available for and were suggested for many of the Weasley sweater patterns that are released all over Ravelry, they are kind of a mixed blend, cotton, acrylic, and synthetic fibers. I don't want any synthetic fibers in my knitting. I've decided that all my garments needs to be 100% wool or 100% cotton, or maybe I can mix cotton and mohair, but maybe wool and silk, but I'll try to also use all natural fiber, nothing synthetic, nothing acrylic. The only exception is for socks, because of course they need to keep the tension and the elasticity for the fit. Anyhow, didn't find yarn with speckle in the color that I wanted, because I wanted Gryffindor sweater. So I ended up, this is the Lanes du Nord Matera, I think. And I was knitting, I had already done like most of it, when I see, I think it appears in my reel feed, a girl that is knitting the hair, or has knitted hair Weasley sweater using the cloud blouse pattern. How couldn't I know it? Was a revelation, because how the end, like the stockinette stitch funnel neckline, and also like for the sleeves and for the bottom band, that's the look of, kind of not perfect, but is much more similar than, of course, the Milan sweater. So I was thinking, this is gonna, like, I'm gonna finish it. I like the color. I don't know if then I will make the double stitch for to add my letter on it. Anyhow, this is a nice piece. I like the construction. I like the simplicity of stockinette for hundreds of hours. I like the fact that I don't have to think about it. Anyhow, this is I am gonna finish it, and maybe by the end of the year I will make a slittering version with the cloud blouse pattern for next Christmas. And said, okay, this can be kind of the perfect solution, so I can kind of mix my different personalities. So if one day I feel like a Gryffindor, like perfect Weasley, I will knit it. Otherwise, I have my slittering version. And indeed, last Christmas I was a bit in doubt if to knit and to buy like Gryffindor or Slytherin colors. Let's see. That was my last pattern. So this is it. This is my make 9 for 2026. If you have any suggestion, recommendation, if you would like also to share with me what are your plans for this upcoming year, this upcoming 11 months of the year, if you have already accomplished something or have acquired already some yarn, I will be very happy to read or even to chat with you about knitting. I wish you all the best. Take care, and take care of yourself, of your health. We must need, and we deserve good love and good care. Have a great day or end of the evening. Bye.